Tiara here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks again for tuning in. I want to start off by saying Happy Merry Everything. I am so grateful for you guys who stuck with me throughout this whole year of my learning experiences and failures and not failures, what are those called? Accomplishments? I don't know. I've learned so much doing soap this year, so much so that I want to bring back my Seasons of the Moon soaps. When I first started soaping, I was using PVC pipes and I was like, I hate this. This is a pain in the butt. I don't want to do this anymore. Sorry guys, there's no Seasons of the Moons. But I'm getting better at it, so I wanted to take that PVC pipe, make my moon embed, make it glow in the dark, change up the sky color, call it winter solstice, maybe winter moon, starry skies, starry night, I don't know. You guys let me know. But let's get started and make a winter moon soap. Okay, starting off, day one is the first step of making the soap is you have to make the moon embed. Let that sit and then put it into a base of a soap. I've done this, I don't know, a couple handfuls of times, so it's getting better. I'm getting used to it. I'm going to pour in my sodium lactate, lye, and water solution into here. I also have some coconut milk powder in there and some kaolin clay, and I'm just going to give that a mix. I'm going to divide this into two different colors, maybe two different shades, I guess, better way of putting it. I want to keep this moon a little realistic looking, so let's give this a whirl. Alright, so that is just a very quick mix on this end. I want to try doing a mica swirl again. I've had one good attempt at it. The other two were not so great. Alright, so I'm splitting this up into this little container. I have some Super Sparkle Enviro-Glitter from Nurtures, and I've used, this is pretty much the same thing I did in the Crystal Ball soap. There's some titanium dioxide in there and some glow-in-the-dark powder. I don't think I've done a glow-in-the-dark moon yet, so it's time. Alright, pour that in. I'm also going to add in just the tiniest bit of titanium dioxide into this big container here and keep it as natural looking as possible. And then I am going to put in my mica swirl here. I'm doing the Peter mica. I did that in the Stormy Skies soap, and I want to try that again, but using a different technique. So let me give each one of these a mix, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. So I've lined that PVC pipe with some parchment paper, and I'm just going to start pouring this into here. Very fluid. This is going to look great. I hope it is. Alright, and I have a little bit left over, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour that into a different mold and make a mini moon mold. Alright, so I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours. I'll come back and unmold it and we'll make the base of the soap. Okay, part two, the base of the soap, or the sky. I'm going with a dark blue sky on this one. I usually do a black sky. My moon embed is here. I can tell this is going to glow very nicely. Might have just a little bit too much gray in it, but I am okay with that. I'm going to mix in my lye solution into my oils. There's my buttermilk in there and my kaolin clay. So let's pour that in. And then I can tell you a little bit about the color that I chose. I'm working with a new company that I found on Amazon, and I decided to give them a try. So far I'm not too happy with it. It is Stardust Micas. #1 complaint. This is really tiny. This was $8 for this. I feel like that's a lot of money for this little container. #2, the sticker was like the seal onto the lid. In order to open it, I had to peel off the sticker. Now I have none of the information, like the color that it is. I looked it up. It's called Blue Ice. And then when I opened it, which I'm going to do and pour some of that in here anyway, because this is all going to be one color. When I opened it, it made a big old mess. all over the place, all over the lid, so when I put the lid back on it goes poof and just makes a mess. But I'm going to see how it soaps. It might just be a beautiful color. Alright, I'm going to put this in here and then I'm going to give it a mix. Carefully put the lid on it because it just makes a mess everywhere. Alright, let's give it a whirl. That is the blue we're going with on this one. I kind of feel like it needs to be a little darker, so I'm like, what can I add to this to make this like a night sky? I might add just a little bit of activated charcoal to this anyway. Just a little bit of activated charcoal to get this a little darker. Alright, that looks good. I'm going to pour in the rest of my fragrance. And then I'm going to start pouring, and so that my moon embed doesn't sink to the bottom, I'm going to pour one layer and let it sit, and then I'll come back, insert the moon embed, and then pour the rest of the soap on here. I can show you some of the embeds that are going to go on top. We're going to do that fluffy cloud icing, and then I've got some copper stars and some pewter silver moons to go on as well. Let's gently line this up in here and center it. That looks good. Then we'll pour over the rest of this blue batter. I really liked how that little touch of activated charcoal darkened it up very nicely. And it looks like the night sky color I was going for. Scrape out my bowl. I'm going to get the icing together. We're going to put our little fluffy clouds on there and our little stars and moons. When I think of winter colors, I think of these very cold, icy, metallic colors like the blues and the grays and the coppers. So I'm digging the soap so far. Alright, I'm just going to give this a whack. Make sure everything is filled in and that there's no air pockets in there. This fragrance behaved so nicely. Highly recommended. I think it's a new scent from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Like, they just came out with it recently. And so there weren't too many reviews on it. And I'm going to leave a review on it because I think it behaved very well. Alright, let's give that a whack. Alright, let's try getting some icing on here. Really happy with the crystal ball soap that I did. One of my favorite soaps so far. And it all stemmed from that snow globe soap. And so then I was just like, I got this. I can do PVC pipe embeds. And so here I am. I'm going to give the Seasonal Moon soap collection another go. I do have a fragrance picked out for the spring one. If you guys have any suggestions on colors or what should go on top. The last time I did it, I did the Japanese cherry blossoms. So let me know what you think I should do for the spring version of this Seasonal Moon soap. Love how I'm mixing up the different colors and I'm not just doing the black anymore. I did the blue. It's the first time doing that. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing blues or if I'm going to go back to the black, but we'll see how this one turns out. Maybe I'll do all of the ones for this upcoming year in this dark blue color. Alright, let's refill my icing bag. Hello, Bradley.
Is that good?
It's going good.
That's good. It smells good in here.
That's good. Which reminds me, Bradley and I took a day off last week. And I like to do that just so that we can get a little holiday shopping in without as much chaos as going on a weekend. And everyone's out on the weekends. And we just like to make just a Christmas day out of it. Do as much festive things as we can fit into one day. It always helps. The work week, we took a Wednesday to break it up. But we decided we were going to go out to lunch and do some Christmas shopping. And then the avenue near us, which is what it's called, everyone might have a different name for theirs. It's pretty much like a little strip shopping mall area. There's like stores that you can go like to Ulta, there's an AC Moore, there's a Barnes & Noble, the Yankee Candle. It's just like an area of a whole bunch of different shops. And our local one just had a really big makeover. They made it look really nice, and they added in a little outdoor play area that had like a field with swings and games to play, but in the winter they turned it into an ice rink, which was really neat that we could go ice skating. And we, again, went during a weekday, so there wasn't that many people out. I haven't been ice skating since probably high school, and that was a long time ago. I'm gonna say it was over 10 years ago for sure. I don't want to count. So yeah, I haven't been ice skating in over 10 years, and we decided to give it a try, and I was like, I really don't want to fall on my butt. But they have an ice rink that you can rent the skates there, and they give you like 3 hours or something to ice skate, which is more than enough for me to be like, I've had enough. But I got on there, and I was the railing holder the whole time. Bradley, on the other hand, was the show-off and just hopped right on the ice with no problems. And doing backward skating and doing little twirls and going really fast. And I am like, I don't want to fall, and I look like a toddler learning how to walk. He's a lot better at it than me. And it was nice that there weren't a lot of people on the ice rink, so that, you know, little old me can look like an idiot and not have to worry about anyone running me over. It's alright. And then we went out to eat. And then the management for my work, so it's a business area. They rent out different buildings to different shops, like my boss. The management holds a Christmas party every year, which was really cool because they have prizes. They do it again every year with Toys for Tots. You bring a toy or some canned goods, you get a raffle ticket. You can win things like a TV, you can win gift certificates. They have really, really great food. They have catered, they have free alcohol, they have music. They really do it up. And so Bradley and I put on our little Christmas ugly sweaters that I made year after year and went with my co-workers, and we won a gift card. Well, I won a gift card because I'm probably the one to use it, for a free haircut at the salon that they have there, so that was really neat. My other co-worker won like the Chinese restaurant gift card, and I was one number away from the free TV. One number, so close. Alright, that looks good. I am going to let this sit, and it's going to sit for 24 hours, and then we'll come back to cut it, and it's going to be really pretty because it'll be a glow in the dark moon in there and a blue sky. First time for everything. Ready?
Ready.
Let's cut. Come back. Where are you going?
Nowhere.
You gotta. Wow, that one got a little funky.
A little bit.
It still looks like a moon. Maybe it's like a moon going through one of the phases.
Oh God.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll find a good one.
I'm cutting on those embeds.
Try not to. It's a wonky moon. Oh, there's a moon.
There we go.
There's
Beautiful.
a moon. I love this color. I just put a little dash of activated charcoal in the blue. and it darkened it up nicely to look like that light sky I was going for. I might even try like doing something a little darker for maybe a different season, like a midnight blue. This is supposed to glow in the dark. It's very shiny. I was telling everyone that you're a show-off going ice skating. Nope, not my thing.
You don't want to go back?
Maybe, but I'm not very good at it.
You just gotta practice, babe.
I gotta fall my butt a few times.
Yeah. The entire time Tierra was there, she did not fall once, so...
Because I didn't take any risks.
That's true.
I tried. I can say that. I don't know.
You did a really good job, I think, for your first time ever.
That wasn't my first time ever. I went in like high school.
Basically your first time ever.
I went a couple times in high school. High school wasn't like non-existent.
True.
It wasn't that long ago, but it was pretty long ago. I don't know. I used to do a lot more things when I was younger, and that's probably why I was better at them. Now I don't do any of those things.
Now you just soap make, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I love it. I love it.
Turned out beautiful.
I love these colors, the grays and the whites and copper stars on them. This soap will be available on January 4th. If you are interested in buying it, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section down below. And until next time, I hope you have a very nice day, and I'll smell you later.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I can't videotape you at the same time. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Show off.